too much blood in wrestling?
I have always been a fan of the hardcore matches, but my mom absolutely hates them. So I feel like there shouldn't be like blood spilling down the face everywhere on the mat type of blood. I feel like it should be very limited. I feel like if there is any blood at all, it shouldn't be much.
Yeah, there are times where I feel like it's all right, it's good, we enjoy it, but I think with the Evil Uno match where it seemed like it was almost Monty Python. Like the blood was like squirting out of his mask, and we all just kind of did this jump when we were watching.
Yeah, that was honestly really scary. I was afraid for his life there because of the blood loss.
Do you feel like, and because I've heard some criticisms, as being a teacher, I've tried to share some wrestling with my students, and I've had some criticisms that pro wrestling promotes violence when you let children watch that. Do you see that? Do you feel like there's any weight to that statement, or how would you respond to that?
I honestly feel like that statement does have a little bit of truth in it, but I don't feel like it's the driving factor. I feel like kids know not to punch their friends in the stomach.
Yeah.
I feel like it is mainly how the kids are introduced to it. I feel like if you introduce the kids by saying, "Hey, you should do this to your friend," then it's really not very helpful to that cause.
Yeah, you don't see, you don't see very many kids picking up a chair in the middle of the lunchroom, and, you don't see, we want tables. I mean, sometimes you do, but I don't think it's wrestling. I don't think wrestling is the motivator for some of those issues. Do you feel like, this is something, too, I've always wondered, and thinking back to my interactions with my students, and also when I was your age, my interactions with teachers, there were some teachers that I really responded to, and there were some teachers I knew were just being fake, that kind of like, "Hey kiddos, we're gonna do this today." Do you feel like some adults don't take kids or should take kids more seriously, or do you feel like kids are more perceptive than adults tend to give them credit for?
I feel like that is true. There are a lot of cases of kids not being listened to whenever there's a huge problem because the adults think they're lying.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like, has there been a teacher that you've had, or an adult, I mean, obviously your parents, but has there been a teacher that you've responded well to, like, because they're real to you, and they're not doing that fake mask or what have you?
Yes, there have been a few. There have been a lot of teachers that were very open about that they were being real. But I've also had some teachers that seemed very fake in what they were talking.
Yeah. And that's, I think that we tend to write off kids and not value what they have to say. Well, nothing bothers me more than watching a movie with a child actor, and the child actor's lines are like, "The bad men are coming." Kids don't talk like that. They don't say, they'll say, "These freaks are coming after us. Now we got to run." That's real dialogue.
Yeah, I feel like in movies there should be a lot more studying on how kids actually talk instead of children saying, "The bad guys are here."
Exactly. Catch new episodes of Mental Health Mondays every Monday morning at 7 a.m. Start your week off with a smile and some inspiration.